Hi guys, welcome to the join part of the tutorial for merge spreadsheets. In this we're going to walk through how to join files together. And if you have seen the pen tutorial, this is going to be a little different because the process of joining is different. So let's get started. To join, when you come to merge spreadsheets, you click on join. And what is a join exactly? So let's look at the example really quickly. It's when you have files and you want to bring them together by matching up the values in particular columns to each other. So in this case, I have name, work, and name, email, and I want to get name, work, and email in this combined spreadsheet. So I'm going to match them up on name, and depending on what kind of join it is, it will produce a different kind of file. So this is what we're going to walk through. If you already know SQL joins, this should be straightforward for you. So you can tune out and play around with the tool and you would get the results that you're looking for. If you don't know what the joins are, then stick around. This is exactly the tutorial for you. So we're going to join those two files, names and email. So let's bring them in. We have names and email, and we're going to bring it in, upload them together. And the first thing to do for joining the two files is pick one file as the left file and another file as the right file. So we're going to pick names as the left and emails as the right. You could switch these around, but when you do, remember the join type will also be flipped. So there's not really a set way on which should be what, just whatever way you pick, keep it consistent. Okay, so we've picked names and we've picked emails. And now let's look at all the different join types. So if we do inner join, what happens is all the names that matched are the ones that appear. So in this case, let's look at the files themselves to check that. So we have names and we have emails. Everything in the left that matched up with everything in the right. So Harry Potter or got the email Potter. Chris Martin matched twice. So that's why there are two records for Chris Martin in the inner join. Okay, so inner join is pretty straightforward. Now again, if you want to download this merge file, you can simply click here, download. We do inner join, inner join. We can remove duplicates if needed and download the file. And this will give us the join file. Now let's delve into some of the more complicated joins. If we do left join, what that does is it takes everything from the left file, even if it doesn't have an equivalent in the right. So in this case, what we expect to see is that Harry Potter will match up with Harry Potter and it will get an email. Chris Martin, once again, will match up twice and get two records. And Ben Franklin, since it's in the left file, will still be present, even though there's no Ben Franklin in the right file. So let's try that out. Left join, and there we go. We get the ones that are present in both files, and also all the ones that are present in the left file only. Now the right join is the opposite of this. It will contain everything in the right file. And in this case, we get the one record that wasn't in the left file, John Adams. And again, Ben Franklin is missing because we did a right join. And John Adams' work is missing because John Adams doesn't exist in the first file. Okay. Then there is the full join. What the full join does is it takes all the records, no matter where they come from. If they have a match, it will include values for each of those fields. So since Harry Potter and Chris Martin had a match in both files, it included their emails. However, since Ben Franklin only exists in the left file, only his work is populated, and email is blank, and the vice versa for John Adams, whose work is empty and email is populated. So that's a quick run through of joins, and I urge you guys to play around with this to see what exactly you get for each of your samples. and then you'll get more comfortable with what the different join types are and exactly what you want to do. There are some more resources in the resources tab. I still don't understand how this works, and you can look at them to see and read more about what the join types are. Okay, so that's a pretty straightforward join. We picked a left file name, a right file name, the join type, and joined it. If you noticed, we didn't pick anything on the columns. This was just the first column that we had, and it auto-populates as the first column, and therefore we didn't have to pick anything. And you can tell what column you're joining on by looking here on name and name. So let's do a little more complicated example. Let's reset. In this case, how we want Chris Martin, there to be only one Chris Martin. So here we have two different files, names age and email age. And let's take a look at these files really quickly. So they're going to have the same information as before, except now we have one other information, which is the age. So here we have name, Harry Potter, Ben Franklin, Chris Martin, Chris Martin. But as you can see, these two are different Chris Martins. One is a singer and one is a data analyst. And you can tell it his age, 41 and 29. Now our email file also has age 41 and 29. So we want to make sure that the right Chris Martin gets matched up with the right Chris Martin here. If we go what we were doing before and just pick name, let's see what we get. Oh, this is a mess. So you can see Harry Potter matched with Harry Potter because there was only a one Harry Potter. Age left, the age from the left file is 40. The age from right is also 40. Chris Martin has two matches, one with the 29 age and one with the 41, and then the other Chris Martin has the same. It matched up twice, and this is not what we want. We want to match the 29 with the 29 and the 41 with the 41. So what we do in this scenario is we join on one more column. Instead of only joining on age, we add a column pair, and in this case we join on age as well. And now when we join files, voila, we get what we're looking for. Okay, and that is the only other scenario that you might run into. Otherwise, joining is this straightforward. You pick a left file name, a right file name, left file columns to join on, right file column names to join on, and the join type. Familiarize yourself with these join types because this is where you're going to have to decide what to do with the file. And once it's joined, you can do the same, simply download it, enter join 2, let's give it, and it joins. Voila. Okay. So that was joining, and thank you for listening. Hope this was helpful. If not, you can find out some more resources on joining and check them out. And hope this helps your merging spreadsheets journey. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.